how's it going? Just before we get into the episode, I want to let you know that we now have a Patreon. I'm pretty sure you know what a Patreon is. It's where you supporting this podcast. If you want to help us, like, cover the cost of the studio, all those kind of things, and like maybe get a bit of extra content for yourself. If you join at the lowest tier, you will get 48 hours early access to all the studio episodes. And we got some big guests coming on, so it's going to be worth doing that. And if you hit the higher tiers, maybe you get a little bit of extra stuff. We got some custom content that's going to be exclusive to the Patreon that you can't see anywhere else. And at the highest tier, maybe I'll do a little custom content specifically for you. Yep, that's all available. It's patreon.com/Kinell Sinister Cinema. The link's in the comments. If you are interested, check that out. Anyway, on with the show.
Yes, people, what's good? I'm Kinell, and this is Sinister Cinema, where we get deep into the guts of the stranger side of cinema. Kinell Sinister Cinema is brought to you by Forgotten Sons Apparel. Check them out at forgottensonsapparel.co.uk. Forgotten Sons Apparel is a York-based streetwear brand drawing inspiration from alternative culture, tattoos, film, classic TV and cartoons from our childhood. In our own words, if you like our stuff half as much as we do, then we like it twice as much as you. I'm a big fan of this brand and I love the guys who make it. They've supported me for years, way before I was podcasting. They supported me in my battle rap career. You might have seen me rocking some of their garms on Don't Flop and other leagues. I love Forgotten Sons Apparel and I'm urging you all to check them out at forgottensonsapparel.co.uk. Right, now on with the show.
Hey, what's good? It's the KSC, and on this podcast, we do not recognise Wrexham as a city. The phrase is up the shagging town, not up the shagging city. It is the town. Right, that being said, all North Wales special today, I've got Phorecite here.
Big up.
I got Trapskipper here.
Yeah, big up, brother.
Yo, say something into bring your mic a bit closer there.
One. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Like normally before we go into these things, like I try and sort a few questions, get a bit of a subject together, but we've just got waved on a bench. The preparation didn't really happen. Doesn't really go like that. You know, sometimes we have like the more nerdy fucking, we'll give you the information about the films and tell you all kinds of cool little facts and that. Sometimes it's just vibes in, and this is a vibes in episode. So yes, lads, what do you reckon?
Ready to go, man.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, first of all,
yeah.
Don't know if you haven't seen it. Fucking hell, you need to watch the Chucky Series.
Oh yeah, I watched one or two.
Obviously, you probably get that mentioned every time you come here because it's there on the show.
Man. Oh yeah, man. Fucking Chucky Series bangs, man. Like, fucking Chucky is like the coolest fucking he's my favourite villain of all time. Like Brad Dourif, who plays him, is like he's my favourite actor and all. He was in like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and shit like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
The cool thing about the Chucky films, they've been going since like 1989 and it's just been one story.
Yeah,
they haven't rebooted it or fired about. They just like changed the vibe a bit. Like sometimes they go a bit.
Cut Charles Lee Ray out of one of the new modern ones. He looked a bit different.
No, they did a reboot. They did a reboot and it was fucking awful. It had that bird out of Parks and Rec in it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it did have some groovy kills in it, but they got fucking like Luke Skywalker doing the voice of fucking Chucky, and Chucky's like a flipping AI android, and it's like
that was the shit.
Yeah, it was basically a film about what would happen if you got bummed to death by Alexa.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck it. Yeah. It's another thing called, funny enough, Jester, in it.
Jester,
something like that, a film like that. Fucking with on a phone. You got a little phone and it turns into his missus or something. Is that?
I got no idea what you're talking about. Was that like a Black Mirror or something?
No, bro. No.
I don't know.
I probably got a name wrong, right? Obviously, because I listen to hip hop a lot, maybe. But I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And he gets a fucking missus on his phone and like real life as you would when you're going out fucking drinking.
Oh, she's like an avatar.
No, an actual phone is like alive.
The AI, like.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if you fancied The Sims? That's it, man. It's a flip of these concept, man.
It's a strange one, isn't it?
I do like when they have like a really stupid fucking concept for a. I do like a really stupid concept once in a while for a film.
What was that other one where you had the tech billionaire? He invites that coder out to his house. To do
For
and he's
Ex
banging the
Machina,
robots,
by
Dirty Boy.
by Alex Garland, like flip it.
It's out there, that one, man. That was.
Yeah, flipping that. Do you reckon that's what Elon Musk's working on? He's going to be working on like
that. Got a couple in a cage somewhere, man.
Yeah, he's probably sinking like literal billions into like developing like the world's most shaggable sex doll just for his own.
Yeah, man.
That's the reality of what Iron Man would do. Like,
You've seen him in interviews.
Yeah,
he says he doesn't like to be alone.
Yeah, never mind flipping Stark Industries, flying round, flipping saving the world, all this.
Do,
like what's the most fuckable robot?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Or you can go Avatar. What about Avatar, bro? Nice blue little chick.
Like
Or a Smurf, bro.
9 foot tall woman taking you to bed every night.
Yeah, fucking hell. We set the tone for this one pretty early.
Yeah,
like,
man,
yeah.
the bar as we go.
Anyway, like, but you got an album about to drop, lads, haven't we?
Yeah, Christ, man.
Let's get a little plug on. Flash it up to the camera.
Yeah, stop and talking about shagging giant Smurfs quick. Death of Doom, the prequel, out 3rd of June.
Yeah, safe, man. You got there's a tune from that out now already, isn't there? Like,
Yeah, man. Can we use vulgarity?
Yeah, man. Fucking say fuck all you want. Like, could we use vulgarity? Did you hear how many times he said fuck whilst trying to explain whatever the hell he was just trying to explain?
It makes it better though.
Two mad twats.
Yeah, this is it.
Now on YouTube.
This is it. I own my damn channel. We could have all the fuck, shit, wank, piss, all of them, mate. But yeah, Two Mad Twats out now on YouTube.
Yeah, man. It's out
Well, that's
there.
the first one. We were planning on writing one after recording after this as well, but
Yeah, we might.
see how it goes.
We might. I think the theme of the album, we're going to keep knocking visuals out.
Yeah, hang on, get this mic
Sorry,
a bit closer,
bro.
man.
I'll
Yeah.
pull up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to start doing more soon. But we got a show on the 3rd, the day it releases. Shout out Bayfest at the Pavilion. We'll be down there on the night performing, so come and check that out.
Yeah, and where's the pavilion, man?
That's in Colwyn Bay.
Yeah, I fucking need them details here, man.
Sorry. Bayfest,
Fucking
Colwyn Bay, 3rd of June, the Pavilion.
Broadcasting to my audience of literally tens of people.
Yeah, man. I want to see all 12 of you there.
Yes, fucking is right, lads.
Yeah, man.
Otherwise, I'll just kidnap you.
Yeah.
It's hard a thing, horror vibe for me today.
Yeah.
This is it, man. Like,
Horror
fucking,
vibes.
like you boys, like me, what you call it? You know, you're rappers, you're into hip hop, you're also into your horror. I think there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of like grounds that there's a lot of people I know that are into like good rap lyrics that are also into horror films. Because I think horror films are about punchlines, really, aren't they?
link together,
It's the
don't
setups
they?
and the punch. It's the setting the expectation and subverting it, man. It's just like
The reason why you get a little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo and bang. That's me, the
Listen to a lot
doo-doo-doo-doo.
of the new school hip hop stuff, man. They're sampling like old 80s horror synths, aren't they?
yeah, man.
Get
Fucking
a lot of that on those synthy beats.
yeah, fucking like the Italian horror films I'm really into, like the stuff there from the 70s and 80s, man. They
Yeah,
all have
man.
they all have like dope soundtracks.
It's always some flat note, isn't it, on a loop, like, but it's fucking nasty when you put it to some
Yeah,
drums.
yeah, that's it. You've got like flipping like Dario Argento, like who I'm repping the Suspiria thing. Like he just had his like. Yeah, I basically had like this prog rock band like just to do all his fucking soundtracks, and they're fucking dope, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
fucking check out the theme tune to Tenebrae, theme tune to Suspiria. It's mad. Fucking the theme tune to Suspiria. Fucking who sampled that? I think it was RJD2 or I think he took the theme tune to this for Cage Weather People.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you know that one. That
I like Cage.
Yeah, fuck, I rate Cage, man. I rate Cage.
You know what? There's another good film that a hip hop track that correlates with hip hop is like Agent Orange, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's using that the Clockwork Orange sample, isn't it, with the synth off that. That's a classic example of it, with them horrorcore lyrics on top of it. That was
Oh yeah, it just goes together fucking beautifully. Like
mad underrated tune. And then isn't Ballad of Worms reference to a horror movie in some way as well? The whole thing's in theatre. What's it called? Movies for the Blind, that album.
yeah.
There you go. That's on this tip, isn't it? Like, even the artwork is like Movies for the Blind, and there's references throughout that. Like, Cage's old stuff's fucking fantastic. Like,
yeah, that whole album fucking bangs, man. I'm gonna have to give that a fucking spin as soon as we get back off
I
here,
stumbled across it a few weeks ago again for the first time in fucking ages, man. Yeah, Cage is dope.
Yeah, fucking like I always like I watch this film a lot, and well I do afterwards. I always feel to put on that Weather People instrumental and spit a couple of bars over it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's just there's something about that sample and that beat. It just it just makes me want to fucking rhyme, like.
Definitely. I think like a lot of the style of the music that we do sort of correlates with the horror movie stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Death
I mean?
and Doom.
Death and Doom.
Yeah, literally, Death and Doom is the name of the fucking thing, man. Yeah. But yeah,
who wants to see Trapskipper in a Jason mask in the next video?
Or a tuxedo.
Give us 10 likes and he'll go and get it off Amazon for the next one.
I've already got a monk one. If you want me to come up to your fucking door, send us an email with your address. Obviously, give me a tenner. Give me a tenner. If it's not too far, if it's a tenner, I'll come and dance on your door to whoever lives there, and they'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, flipping
tenner, bro. What's that? Spliff.
Yeah, flipping
see what I want them. I said.
Travel's a bit of an issue, man. Flipping like someone will give you a tenner like to dance in front of someone's house on like the Isle of Sark or something.
Man, send him to fucking Scotland.
Fucking, I was really looking.
Hey, fuck you, we're not going that far.
I was really fucking looking into Sark recently. Like, they don't have cars there, do they?
Where's that, man?
The Isle of fucking Sark. It's somewhere between fucking Scotland and Norway. They they haven't got cars there. They still use horses and shit. There's about 100 people live there. Wow. I'm wondering what the broadband's like. Because if there's a pub and a broadband, I think I might be okay there.
Yeah, man. If you just want to get away from everything and live in a shack, that'd be nice.
That's it, man. I consider it on times like, but mind you, that said, I get fucking pissed off when there's only like 3 places in Chester doing sushi on Just Eat, and I haven't got enough of a selection. So maybe I wouldn't get on like quite so well. Like, Jesus, man. I'm from Wrexham. I shouldn't. You do go a bit bougie, man, when you've got the flipping like capacity to.
Yeah, man. But you know what? The kebab shops and stuff in Wrexham were good as well, man.
There's a couple of good ones, man.
That one at the bottom end. Right.
Flame.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they was good, man.
We want a free kebab for free promotion.
Stop off in Wrexham on the way out.
Yeah.
This is it. We're here to claim it for, like, we've given you free promotion on a podcast. It isn't out yet. Yeah, it might be out earlier, like, if you join the Patreon, like.
That's organic promotion, too. You can't pay for that.
Yeah. Audience of tens of people.
Make sure you all go and get a kebab from there.
Yeah, I'll say tens of people. Like the audio for this, it does all right. Like, it's just the YouTube which doesn't seem to be flipping kicking, which is annoying, man. Because I'm renting a studio out here, man.
Yeah, man.
I could have just bought a flipping Roadcaster.
No,
Jesus.
It's hard with this promotion and stuff.
Yeah, flipping YouTube it is our bitch for these things, man.
Yeah, the thing is, right, if certain things are said, that algorithm's just going to smack you down.
Yeah.
Look what happened to poor cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cunt with a
He's
K.
a poor cunt,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's had his channel shut down. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Fucking, how'd you go from fucking Christmas #1 to no channel? Like, flipping, when they took Alex Jones off YouTube, I fucking said, hey, he might be a wrong un, but if you tolerate this, then a half decent channel will be next.
Freedom of speech only works if it applies to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't, then it's not freedom of speech.
Yeah, this is it. You can still smack someone in the face if they're flipping like, causing trouble, but
and they've got
let them cause the trouble first.
Yeah,
fucking, how are you going to know how are you going to know who the wrong ones are unless you let them speak?
Mm-hmm.
This is it, man. Like, I'm obviously, like, fucking, we're being into horror films, like, censorship's something that's always bothered me, man. Exactly. There's still certain things that I have to get imported. I just got, like, the 3-disc version of, like, Cannibal Holocaust, because I had to get it imported from the Diabolic DVD in America.
Is it that? You can't get it here, no?
You can get a version of Cannibal Holocaust in it, but
the version.
Yeah, it's pretty heavily edited, like, flip it. Like, there's a lot of animals that they, like, actually kill in it, which is a bit of a fucking thing.
Yeah. Like, there's some films that society couldn't even stomach today. Look at like blood-sucking freaks, like those B-movies and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I couldn't see that going on a platform now, but I remember
Blood-sucking freaks. I bought that from HMV, actually. That one's got the
I seen it on the Horror Channel through Sky when I was like 12,
Yeah.
And I thought, fucking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is really a fucked up film, like, I still remember it to this day, like.
Yeah,
But, yeah, you can use it now.
Yeah, using the Horror Channel, and they're playing a film where, like, a dwarf throws darts at a dartboard droning on a girl's arse.
Yeah, man. There's certain things like you could describe from that would probably get the shit shut down.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's made in the 70s, and we're not talking about a high budget production here. This is not Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is just it's pretty obvious what it is, and I think like. The girls in it, like, they're not really doing like hostile, like fucking nerve shredding, screaming either. It's like, you know,
it's
kind of like,
bad, isn't it? But,
yeah, it's like what you call it? It's kind of like
it's gore for the sake of gore, isn't it?
Theatrical, like
Theatrical gore.
Yeah, mind you, there are some flipping mad films that come out recently. I recently watched one called The Sadness. You heard of that?
No.
It's like a Chinese film, like, well, Taiwanese, like. Well,
okay, they're making some crazy stuff.
Yeah, but the director, it's his first film, and he's fucking Canadian.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck it. He's American, bro. American.
Hey.
Is he American?
American.
Is he?
Just to fuck with it. He's American. No, he's not Canadian.
I have no idea.
Figure that out amongst yourself.
I have no idea what you're going on about, Traps. I'll be honest with you.
No, he's Canadian, I'm joking.
Bless. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Like, it's like it's kind of like the setup is like a zombie film. It's about a virus that escaped from a lab in China, like.
Okay.
Yeah, inspired by recent events, and there's and it's like a zombie kind of thing, but like they're not just like regular zombies. They just become like really depraved. They just got to do the most violent, fucked up things. So you've got like rape zombies and all this. Like right at the start, this this old dude who, like, before he even got the virus, had been sacked for flipping sexual harassment. He was on his way home on the tube, and then suddenly the symptoms of this virus kicks in. And he gouges out a girl's eyeball with his umbrella, and then he spends the rest of the film trying to find the same girl so we can fuck the eye socket.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell, is that what you got?
I've got a Sammy of you.
I don't know, but I'm glad his table's high though, isn't it?
That's ruthless, man. I think, like with horror, there's always going to be that that director that wants to push it out, or that writer that wants to push it out.
Yeah, there's always going to be someone like doing it. Like, I mean, like Tom Six, Human Centipede guy, man. Like, fucking.
Exactly,
that's one thing I've never watched, bro. I never watched it.
The sequel's worse.
My missus won't let me.
Yeah. Human Centipede 2 is fucking like much gnarlier.
I
like
found that the way they sort of broke the fourth wall with it made it.
Yeah.
Like that. The guy, man, who was copying it, who's obviously obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like, I really like that. Fucking got under my skin.
Yeah, he's like the most gross little dude. And he's fucking like made for life. Like, but he can only ever play characters like that. Like,
you notice the way he's coloured it.
Yeah.
Right, the way they colour that, right, it's all greens and shit the whole way, and you just feel dirty watching it.
Yeah, it's just bilious, like.
You come out of it like you've watched a stuff film or something.
Yeah, but that guy, Tom Six, he's been like saying that his new film's banned, but like he's saying that like no distributor will pick it up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to suggest it's bullshit. Basically, he's just like asking way more money for like what they'll be able to get for it. Yeah. Because there's no such thing as being banned by distributors. You can make an actual snuff film. Someone will distribute it because like, you know, it goes from like huge like Hollywood like fucking Disney organizations right down to just like one dude in a room with a laptop like flipping ordering prints of like you can get any film distributed.
Everything is a spectrum of an industry, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did that.
Even these perverts passing tapes to each other and shit, like that must be an industry in itself.
This is it. Like, you know, just look at how you distribute a mixtape or something. There's ways of distributing it, but the film he's saying that like no one will pick up is it's called the Onaya Club, and like he put out like a clip of it that was like like years ago when he announced it. It's just like a bunch of these middle class women like all go round to someone's house and they all like sit round the coffee table, and then they all turn on like 9/11 footage of the towers dropping and start strumming off, and that was the only bit that he's released from the film. So like. Apparently it is just a film about middle-class women who like strumming themselves off in groups to footage of massive disasters and stuff.
What porn channels are you watching, man? Because I want to give him
live leak.
Could that be something to do with the fear response and survival reflex?
I don't know. We got
snuff porn. It's no fear, bro. It's snuff porn.
No, what I mean is if they're watching disasters and death, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the guy's trying to get at, but is it because you associate like
with
the survival thing, don't you? You get, if you survive something, you have an adrenaline rush. You have that up, and then you have that down, and then you want to procreate, and then you get depressed afterwards. It's all got like a thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is the thing. Like there are people who make extreme movies just for the sake of making, like, I just want to make the most extreme fucked up thing. But some people like do it, and they've got Martyrs. Martyrs is a fucking gnarly film. There was that whole period when like the French were just crazy with it. Like that was when you had like High Tension. You had Inside. Have you ever seen Inside?
No.
Jesus Christ, that's a brilliant.
Here's what I want to ask. Have you ever? I don't know if is it The Last of Us, Lettuce or something.
The Last of Us, a computer game.
No, it's something else.
It's a horror film.
Well, here you go. He goes. You probably know it because you like your horror shit. He goes. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And he's there going up to you, creepy. What you gonna do? Right? And he's doing that now to youngsters. Little kids in the fucking room. What you gonna do? He's popping nut spray. So, and I need to send you links because obviously it's a bit of
Yeah, man.
It's a fucking whack job.
This sounds like the nonce division of West Side Story, innit, man? Like, Jesus Christ, man, if I was like 6 years old and that came up to me, I was like, Christ, just bum me to death, man, but don't make me listen to the fucking mute. Don't make me listen to your fucking a cappella singing. Less of the clicking. Does this look like a poetry recital? Man, just kill me, for God's sake, man.
Fucking, they were shooting that Jimmy Savile thing with Rob, what's his name, on the beach in Ross-on-Sea down by where we live, mate.
Yeah,
I wish they weren't. You know what I mean?
Flipping it. Normally if one of your local landmarks turns up in like a film or a TV show, you get to
Pedophilia, the movie.
Yeah, man, flipping. That's not really what you want the ends associated with, to be honest.
Guess who's making it?
Go on.
The BBC. Fucking believe
the
that, man.
Fucking cheek of it. The cheek of it. All those years of covering it up. Isn't it? Oh yeah, isn't it Steve Coogan in that?
Steve Coogan.
Yeah.
We still play fucking Tally License, bro.
Just
put that on there.
You are.
BBC in it. That's the reason why I fucking pay his license for.
Yeah, man.
Noncy cunt.
Yeah, flipping like.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Well, one thing that really cracks me up is that whenever there's some kind of controversy at the BBC, like, people are all over Twitter on like, this is the final straw. I'm not paying my license fee. Like, and every time I see that, I just think, you've been paying your license fee.
Yeah, I'm not paying my license.
Fucking nerd.
I've been telling them to fuck off at the door since 04.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah. Just ask him. When all you gotta do is say, "Oh, fucking, they're on the door." Oh, we got fucking.
I refuse.
Ask them who the judge is. Who's your judge that sent this? If you can't name a judge, can't fucking do anything.
It's a contract thing, isn't it?
They don't even send them round my house. You could just go on the website and say like, I don't watch TV.
Yeah, you turn up semi-naked at the door a couple of times, they get let off too. You know what I mean?
I don't actually watch broadcast TV, so I'm not even lying, to be honest, man. Like, it's all streaming and Blu-rays for me, man. Like, the idea of fucking just sitting down and watching a television program at the time they're telling me I have to watch it is almost fucking offensive
time
to
for
me.
The Simpsons.
This is it, like, fucking, like, I feel like my TV's telling me what to do. I'm not taking that shit. No, we don't fucking, like, sometimes I'll see a film advertised on TV that I want to watch, flipping, and I'll stream it at a different time. All they've done is put the idea of watching it in my head.
Literally.
Yeah, flipping. I'm not taking orders off the box, man.
I do like adverts for that reason, though. If it's like a TV, if like, so, do you see the new Power coming out, then I'll go look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
The other thing I haven't watched.
Jesus.
Good, man. Hello, mic check. We're good.
Yeah, man. Fucking right. Yeah, man. So have you fucking caught any good horror films recently then?
Good horror films. I've been watching Power a lot recently. What about you, man? What's the most recent horror film you've seen?
He's been sniffing Power a lot recently.
He's somewhere else, me recently, bro. Fucking hell.
Watching Powder. Yeah.
Horror recently. My What's It Gotta Do film. Do you know what it's called? That's how fucking power it was.
Safe, man. Safe. Like fucking
Any films recently, man. Like the problem with me is I put shit on Netflix, forget what it's called, and then like
the new Conjuring, well, the newest Conjuring. No, it's not long ago.
As I say, this is very much the vibes in episode. if you came here for the information, you came to the wrong episode, baby. This is not the one. This is not the one for you.
The thing is, me and him, between us, do have an encyclopedic knowledge of horror films and shit.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of get us going.
Yeah, but you got a fucking camera and a fucking microphone. Have you heard of a film called The Scary of 61st?
No, man.
This is a fucking brilliant one. It was one of my favourite films last year. Like fucking, I think it was like the UK premiere was at my boy Mitch's Soho Horror Film Festival, which I stopped in for a day. I missed that film, but I caught up with the film afterwards, and it's made by one of the chicks out of Succession, and she's also got that podcast Red Scare, which is kind of like a sort of satirical left wing bitches on Klonopin podcast.
Okay,
but yeah, and fucking what it's about these two girls that move into this flat that was owned by Jeffrey Epstein. as like one of his like places to like shack up like underage girls. And it's haunted. And like it's a wild film, like, because like, you know, she's doing quite well off the podcast money and Succession and all that, so she's funded it herself, like. So like, you know, if you're doing it without a studio, like I think the Blu-ray got distributed by Vinegar Syndrome, you could say and do things that like any film that has any kind of like what should we call it, sort of corporate energy behind it won't be able to do. Like they very explicitly fucking like, because we were just talking about Cunt and the Gang, who's put out Prince Andrew's a Sweaty Nonce, and like he's got his channel taken.
Don't say that.
He's got his channel allegedly. He is though, but yeah, he got his fucking channel taken down for that. Like this film, they very explicitly say that Prince Andrew is a nonce, and like fucking like there's this whole bit with it, subplot with this girl that's been possessed by the spirit of a dead girl that was nonced by Prince Andrew.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's a wild film. It's like, and like they use like one of the girls in it is like supposed to be researching Epstein, so like they're talking about a lot of the actual facts and figures from the fucking court case and all this kind of stuff. Like they use the drone,
buried, didn't it?
Yeah, the fucking they use the drone footage of. They used the drone footage of Little St. James Island. Do you remember that was going around for a bit and it kept getting taken down? It's in this film.
Yeah, so they've got that.
Yeah, like, so that's the thing, like, so, like, this is the thing, this is why, like, you know, cinema and art can be used to sort of, like, circumvent these things, man. Like, she's put out a film that's, like, saying and doing things that we can't do on YouTube. You certainly can't do on TV. That you can't do on any platform, but because she's made it a film with a fucking story in that, she could say it, man, and, like, that's fucking brilliant.
Back to the freedom of speech thing. The thing is, like, at the end of the line with all of that, when it's being pulled back, is art. And when they start censoring art, that's when it becomes an issue, because you can't.
Yeah, fucking like, you know, I don't feel, you know, that's not even so much freedom of speech. It's like a freedom of expression thing. Exactly. Like, you know, as soon as something is art, as soon as you've, like, you know, as Zappa said, like, as soon as it's put into a frame, then it's art. And then when it's art, it's subject to separate rules, because then it can't necessarily be judged as on its factual basis.
There
like,
is that,
you know, you can't fact check a fictional film, but the fictional film can incorporate facts.
Context and facts.
Yeah, man. I mean? Fucking like, yeah, check that one out. Definitely The Scariest 61st.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sick, man.
Yeah.
For that.
It's a wild film, it's like quite handheld, it's like filmed on 16mm. It's very fucking Brooklyn hipster, like, but it kind of works for what they're trying to do. One thing I like about it is like the way they've sort of like shot around New York and everything.
Is it like a found footagey kind of thing? Is it?
No, it's like fucking like 16mm film, which is like a fucking pain in the arse way to do things, but it just does give you a certain look. Does give you that gritty grindhouse look to it, which is like something that I always appreciate. There's a big influence in how things are framed, a big Polanski influence, which that's fucking interesting to me. Using the language of like a fucking nonce, using like the cinematic artistic language of a nonce to tell a story that points fingers about other predators, man. Like, it's fucking nuts. That's quite the choice.
You're a fucking Joe.
Did you mean Jeff?
No, Joe. Just joking, yeah, it's a joke. Right, no copyright.
Yeah, safe.
I'm saying that only.
Everything said by Traps is the KSC podcast does not share or, in some cases, even understand the views of Trapskipper. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you, man. The way you communicate into the microphone, I think the algorithms that search for these things, I think you're immune to them.
You won't catch me, bro.
Yeah. They're just trained to like.
You still got my music played on your shit. Can't stop it.
This is it operating. Hang on, I just got to grab a quick beer, man. Safe. So yeah, you boys all right for one?
I'll try an IPA out, man. Nice one, bro.
Okay, cool. Say something while I run to the fridge right quick.
Is that sponsored, or can I go and get my own?
Freestyle Trapskipper.
All right. Well, no, I don't think I want to do that.
Man, quick, spit the freestyle, man. You've got like 5 seconds.
No, I'm
before
going
he comes back with a bit. Look, he's cracking the beer.
Can't do that.
Man.
Do you want a style of that?
I'd have a starter piece, mate. I've got one in my bag. Thank you. Sorry, yeah.
Death and Doom. The prequel.
Fuck it, I love you.
22.
Nice one, bro.
3rd of June.
Cheers, bro.
There you go, lads. Goose Island.
Nice one, brother. Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, Boski did a way better job on this than me.
Hey, do you know what? If flipping Jeffrey Epstein was Scouse, Little St. James would probably be called Goose Island. The island of the fucking goose in. Fucking hell. It varies heavily on what guests I'm with. Like, I'm quite surprised we managed to, like, nearly get to like almost 20 minutes in without bringing up Epstein and the deep state.
20. Fucking hell, go in his house 10 minutes
20
later.
minutes. That's pretty good going for us too, man.
Fucking hell.
Normally
That's
can't
not
get
bad,
4
not
bars in without bringing some shit like that.
Yeah, man. Fucking like it's probably because we were walking down here, like, and we were talking about it then.
Yeah. We've been sat on that tip, haven't we? Yeah. I think it's good that cinema can reflect this stuff, even if it is just through parody. It's always done that, hasn't it? It's always spoken truths that could sometimes not be said. Like,
this is it, man. This is it. Like, because like films can do something that music can't. Like, 'cause, I mean, even if you look at drill and the fact that you've got some artists that are like barred from entering studios, because they're talking about their crimes that they've actually done. In all fairness, and like,
if you're barred from your studio, come and see me. I'll fucking serve you.
Yes, Phorecite will fucking sort you out.
Yeah, man.
If you are a convicted murderer who 100% wants to rap about the people you've actually killed, you could do that in Phorecite's house.
As long as it's real.
And now we're friends.
Yeah, man.
Oh, fucking hell, man. So, yeah. Trapskipper.
Right, mate.
You've got the word nightmare tattooed on your eyebrow. What prompted that decision?
Because me and my girlfriend were drunk as fucking landed, no. Pissed as a fart. And she suggested, let's go and get a tattoo. Like, all right, and okay. She's like, all right, I want a face tattoo. Like, oh, well, you carry on. She goes, I want you to have a face tattoo. Oh, Corin, you're not having it. But obviously, when you put, bedroom bets in it and that, dirty shit, I don't want to be saying that shit. But yeah, had it.
At least it's not you didn't wake up with
Hey,
a
it's matching. Hey, don't diss my matching fucking.
It's gorgeous, mate. Look,
Gorgeous, bro.
Nightmare.
I do rate it. I do rate it, but it's such a flipping decision. Like, I mean, like
old with me liver, bro.
The funniest one, right? He was giving us a hand with me shopping the other day. I dropped some bags round. And I forgot that she'd seen him. Or that she'd not seen him since he'd had the tattoo done. And she's always like, "Oh, Carwyn's such a nice boy," and then she's seen him. Nightmare. I'm like, fuck.
COVID, it's a nightmare. COVID.
Yeah, man, the world changed for a bit. I think we're back to normal now. Like, I'm just saying, like,
normal now.
Yeah,
we're getting there, aren't we? There's no more masks everywhere anymore, and it's not like as crazy as it was, wasn't it?
And it's still going. No, North Korea just had their recently now. Fucking, what was it? 8 days ago, the first fucking main case outbreak in North Korea. And now they're doing what the Chinese had done.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't know what happened with North Korea, innit? I wonder if it's all as bad as they say. Like, because I mean, like, flipping. Our media are obviously going to be saying it's worse than there is, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad. Like, but what if it's just like Cleethorpes?
Well,
if it's just like a place that's like kind of a bit shit,
Miami,
but
bro.
it's just nothing.
Cool, man. We're on the ball.
With the North Korea and that, they were soldiers that ran over from America to North Korea. Do you know what I mean? So I was watching this thing about it, and like, I'm sorry, this is so fucking off topic. It's
no, fucking. This whole thing's been
horror. We like causing horror.
This whole thing's been off topic, man. We're vibes in today, man.
Sure, man. Yeah.
It's just strictly a vibes in episode today, man. Let it roll.
Oh, that's cool. I can speak it.
Safe, Kinell.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us on, brother. Appreciate this. I'm sorry about the total chaos.
No. I'm pretty sure we know what it is. If like people were looking for like some serious film information, I'm pretty sure they've already switched off. We could just get on with talking shit about now, man.
Are we live?
Yo, yeah. No, we're not live, man. We're not live, man. But obviously, it's still a video that people could stop at any time if they don't want to listen to it. So if they made it this far in, they're obviously cool with the chaos.
If you made it this far,
yeah. Well
now
done. Okay, right, yeah. So now we're here then, like flipping. Let's have a gig story then, fucking.
Oh God.
Yeah, man, fucking. Let's have a chaotic gig story. Any chaotic gig stories for us?
I never met him, bro. I know he's a slow rapper.
You've got plenty of fucking mad stories. Yeah. We got a crazy gig story.
Gig story.
Yeah.
I woke up in a fucking tent outside Hendra Hall once, and all these hippies were fucking out and about. I must have been about 16, 17 at the time. We played off fucking this show. We were in a group called The Human Operative at the time, and I woke up, little 16, 17-year-old me on my back with a quilt over me because I was the only one with any sense to bring a quilt. I had a stonker on. And these, I woke up on my back,
setting up the teepee,
you know, like Kevin
the healing tent,
like Kevin the teenager with the tent up, Then I woke up and I'm looking up, I look left and right, and there's a bird either side of me. He comes snuggled up in the night, so I had to do this fucking maneuver like where I flipped onto my stomach, and it was fucking embarrassing, man.
Oh, scenes, man, scenes.
Yeah, that's not too crazy, is it?
Yeah, man, fucking. We mentioned this earlier, like fucking like a. Like, fucking, what do you think about, like, fucking Crooked Eye fucking agreeing to battle disaster, man? That's pretty fucking wild, man. I like fucking... There's this idea that fucking, like, industry guys won't ever be able to, like, hang in the fucking... in battles. But, to be honest,
what
like...
about KRS-One? Like, most of the dudes that were battlers... You know, like in the American sense, went into the industry. You came from battling into it. Now battling's like its own thing entirely.
This is it. It's like fucking like scratch DJing, like scratch DJs these days. Some of them don't even like hip hop, man. They just like turntablism.
Did you ever used to watch Scratch Masters? Scratch Masters back in the day.
Yeah, man.
Back in like what was it, 99s, 98s, man.
Yeah,
I love watching Scratch Masters.
Yeah, but I used to like watching all the old DMC routines and shit. Like, but there was this point when turntablism just got too technical to fucking listen to.
Do you know what pissed me off with the DJs when they started being able to hit synchronized buttons, and then they're expecting the same respect that the DJs who do it on analog and vinyl turntables with the scratching and the mixing.
Yeah,
and like now you can go spend 1,200 quid on some fucking controller. Or a pair of these and just go spin, and it's just like you're pressing a sync button. There's no talent or to it. But
Yeah,
there's people
I mean, like
turntablism,
turntablism, like, you know, everyone is using fucking, like, everyone's on Serato now, and they got their punch buttons to cut in.
I've got no problem with Serato. That's cool as long as they're using the time-coded vinyls. That takes some, you know, it takes some doing. But you know, when they're just literally hitting sync buttons and running mixes, like that's not a DJ, man. That's like.
I don't know. I sort of moved away from DJing. Like, I did a few like digital gigs, like, but it just kind of like took the fun out of it for me. Like, I just like the fucking fact that everything could go wrong at every minute, and it also took like the collecting aspect of it. Because I was always the guy who had fucking shit that no one else had, man. I was always that guy. I'd fucking like, you know, our breaks records that I'd got that I'd like had to go to Liverpool or Manchester, and the only place you can buy the record is like. The one record shop where the guy who made the record works, like, you know, I had to do things like that, you know, and like my dad's an old like Northern Soul dealer, so it was about like, so it was a crate digging and finding the shit that no one had, like, and like you know, this was before fucking Shazam, man, like trying to fucking figure out what certain records were, tracking things down, man, like, you know, that.
Can you imagine what that must have been like back in the day? You know, like through the 90s and the late 80s when they were all digging and playing with SP1200s in New York, like you'd see the same like producers rocking up to the same record fairs, and they'd all be competing with each other trying to find that fucking one that was going to make that next one. And you know, we were working with SP1200s. We're talking predating MPCs.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking how much sample time do you get on one of them? Like fucking 8 seconds.
6 to 8 seconds.
6 to 8.
That was fucking loads back then. Stick it on the floppy disk, la.
Fucking hell, man.
I thought it was 4.
Yeah.
Fuck, it could have been 4, man. Fucking. I was watching that Wu-Tang series and they were talking about the SP1200 a lot.
Yeah.
Sure, it was like, it might have even been 3 to 4 seconds, you know, per pad.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, man. But it predated MPC technology, and then the MPC come afterwards, didn't it?
Yeah, man. That was fucking SPs like that. But they were the first one that, like, people could get hold of, like.
Yeah, you could pitch bend like a motherfucker on them.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
Yeah, that's
I'd
when.
love to play with one and try and make a beat with it, mate. Just leave me in a room with one for a few hours with a turntable.
I thought you didn't like him floppy.
do you what do you call it? Have you been following what Pete Cannon does lately?
Yeah, with the Amigas and stuff.
Yeah, fucking making all these old sounding jungle beats, but he uses like actual Amigas and like fucking old rat compressors and shit, and these fucking Atari STs.
To throw his drums out of phase and all sorts of mad shit.
Yeah,
he's fucking ace it is. He's very, very clever guy, Pete Cannon, isn't he?
Yeah, fucking, it's incredible that he's managed to get like fucking. He was like always like highly regarded in hip hop in the UK, like producing all the fucking like 4 Owl shit and fucking, you know, all the shit he produced for like.
Him and Dyke have started a label together.
Have they?
Man and Skin Records, it's called.
And
it's him and Dyke. They've done there's 2 singles out so far. One of them's like Dyke rolling around in a caravan. He's got fucking driven about in a field. It looks, it's sick it is, man. I can't remember what the tune's called, but yeah, they're going to do stuff together again, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
He produced Return of the Twat, didn't he?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Fucking like there's I think like there's like a mixtape you can get on Bandcamp that's just all like Pete Cannon remixes of certain things. I think it's got like Verb T, like Where You Find Me, and like Pete Cannon. It's got a Pete Cannon remix of like Pork Pie by Dirty Dyke. That's
that's a good.
Yeah, I love that. I love like Pete Cannon's version of it, man. It was fucking sick. Yeah,
he's a talented producer, man. I like all the 8-bit stuff he makes.
Yeah,
digital synth shit.
Yeah, it's just absolutely wild to just like go back and just use that technology. And it's like something that you like you romanticize, but fucking hell.
He uses it well with the new stuff though, because he really brings it in on the mix, and you fucking hear that on these bangers, man.
Yeah.
You know, the drums are always thick as fuck.
Yeah, fuck it. He gets his shit sounding nice, like the influences from the 90s. And the influences in the hip hop it was from the 90s. Yeah. You know, where you can see it cut. He was cut from that boom bap cloth, but the production level was as good as like any drum and bass or any like dubstep or any like really highly produced genre that we got now. Like, I mean, more so. And these are like it's dense and all. Like, I mean, a lot of like the trap beats at the minute. I love trap beats, but the fact is, like, they're very sparse and very sparse and minimal.
Full. Like the thing is, these kids learn how to fucking flip certain beats and make that sound in a certain way.
Yeah,
but like nobody's like fucking panning their shit or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like if you want something to sound big, you pan it out wide.
Yeah, man.
So that it sound, you place your drums and shit like that. But it's like these skills are being forgotten about because it's like being saturated with like drum machine VSTs.
It's just as fucking same as hip hop though, really. And if you think of it, we're doubling up the drums but keeping the BPM the same.
Yeah, man.
If you think of it,
like,
the amount of drums,
it's a style and a swing, isn't there? Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're flipping stuff off samples, you normally take the rhythm from that, don't you? It depends on how you produce it.
Yeah, this is it. Like normally, like just layer up the drums with some harder sounds and that, or maybe like find a little polyrhythm going on, like, or just something you could do, or, you know, maybe make the hats dance around a bit and all this kind of thing. Like,
I try to do that.
Yeah, man.
Good to you, mate. Always fucking add and add and add. I stop when the computer starts crashing all the
That's
old
the
school
way, man.
motherfucker.
Keep
Death
stepping.
and doom.
And sometimes I bounce the shit out, put it back, and then keep going. It depends how fucking sick I'm feeling.
Yeah, just keep layering it, and you want to make a beat with an SP1200 with fucking 4 seconds of fucking sample time.
I'll roll like 12 of them up.
Yeah,
Line them all out through a
fucking hell, man.
Get the floppy disk out, lad.
Get the floppy disk
Fucking
out,
get the SP12 billion out, man.
Billion, bro.
Flipping floppy disk.
Size your fucking room.
What is it? How big is a flipping floppy disk? Is it 1.44 meg?
Fucking hell, I couldn't tell you how. I thought you meant dimensionally.
Yeah, yeah, but like they held like
tiny, aren't they?
yeah, like flipping like under a couple of meg, like flipping like that the thumbnail for this episode, which I've already compressed down to a JPEG from a ping to upload to thing, is it just wouldn't fit on that, like. And then you look at like the old films like flipping like Hackers, you know, Hackers with Johnny Lee Miller and Angelina Jolie, and the whole thing rests on a virus that fits on one fucking floppy disk, like, and it's like sinking fucking warships, sinking flipping it oil tankers and shit. It's like, how the fuck are you doing that with fucking a text message worth of fucking digital information?
Imagine what it must have been like, you know, with the hacking shit, how easy it must have been before. You know, if you were switched on, whenever, you know, when it was a lot more niche, we're talking like the 80s and shit like that.
Yeah, when you
spoofing phone calls and shit.
Yeah, like man.
Yeah, like if you were freaking phone calls, I don't know, but fucking if you were switched on at that point in time, you must have had so much fucking power compared to everybody else.
Oh, Jesus, so ahead of the fucking...
Yeah. If you were ahead of the grain back then, because there's no red tape, there was no policy, fuck all. It was just the Badlands, wasn't it?
Here's another thing from that film, Hackers. There's a bit where they go, what should we call it? Like the most common passwords, and they're like secret and God.
Yeah.
Flipping like 3-letter password.
Yeah.
That sounds insane to me, man.
People ain't computer literate, are they?
Yeah, man. Flipping. I love what. One thing I like to do is like flipping. A lot of people tend to get hacked on Instagram these days, and like I always look at them and like when someone says like I've been hacked, I always go over to their Instagram and like judge what kind of person I am. It's like, did you click on a get rich quick cryptocurrency link or did you click on a porn link? Because it was one of the fucking two. Yeah. Fucking no one's like fucking invading your
Speaking
shit.
of porn, and go for a pee.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
Hey, do you know what though?
Safe.
What's the wire, man? Fucking shit, what was I gonna say now? Oh, it's gone. I choked.
Yeah.
No, what was I gonna say, man? What was I talking about then, man?
I don't know, we were initially talking about passwords.
Oh, shit, passwords. Fucking computers. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Can we rewind that and find out? So I've got a fucking memory of a goldfish.
You fucking hell, man.
Forgot what I was going to say. It's gone.
Yeah, man. No worries. Anyway, where were we? Fucking hackers and all this kind of shit. Flipping passwords.
Hackers, passwords. Oh, I was onto something. Oh, mate, it's completely gone.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Fucking, can you imagine the days when you could use a fucking 3-figure password, man?
Yeah, man, it would have been a lot easier. But like now, like even like there's so much protection and coverage, isn't it? Yeah, you are interesting, but like internet security and all that. John McAfee, man, he's an interesting fucking character. They should make a film about that guy.
Yeah.
They should definitely do that.
Flipping like, I think there was a documentary or something, but like I think it was like while he was still alive. Like he's an absolute, like John McAfee. Like he was an absolute fucking lunatic.
Yeah, wild man.
Yeah, man. Fucking, you know, he was fucking like running for fucking office as a libertarian. Fucking getting arrested. Fucking, what was it? Was he?
Hunter S. Thompson did that as well.
Yeah.
He ran for fucking. What was it? He wanted to be the mayor of Aspen or some shit. Agents of Chaos, man. Like,
yeah, man. Fucking, yeah.
But yeah, they should make a film about McAfee's life from start to finish. But it should be somebody non-biased, though.
Yeah, man.
Do you get me? But yeah, I think that'll be a fucking fantastic movie. I'll be under the Fear and Loathing, maybe.
This is it. Like, I'd love to see like this is the kind of thing. This goes back to what I'm saying with like the scariest 61st. Like, I mean, like he's probably like if you could get someone who could get some information about the guy, like you could probably say he's because like fucking. I bet he's done some wild shit that we don't even know about.
Yeah,
if you're just that not arsed that you're just fucking like taking a fucking boat into Borneo with a load of fucking automatic weaponry just for yourself.
Yeah.
And fucking like all the God knows how many other things he's been arrested. Fucking like getting women to shit on his face through a hammock and all this kind of shit.
Did he do that?
Apparently so. Yeah, man. He was fucking into that gnarly shit.
Imagine that like, your tastes get that exotic that you've got to do something like that to get off, man.
This is it, man. Like, you know, he's just had the money to just pay for whatever he wants, and you get bored of everything eventually. So you start going down your line to like weird shit. He's fucking probably bored of things that we've never heard of. Yeah, but the thing is, like, fucking
shit.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, this is the guy who was like effectively the godfather of information security. Yeah, you know, he's like he invented keeping secrets digitally. So if like this is what we know about him, can you even imagine what we don't know?
Was he the first antivirus? He was.
I believe so. Yeah. Fucking, I mean, he pretty much see. This goes back to what you were saying about like information security, like fucking like how much power you would have had if you fucking had that knowledge in the fucking like middle of the 90s. Like he was that guy. He fucking saw that these things could happen, and
that's what I'm saying. If like before McAfee, man, before all of that would have been some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, but this is it. Like if you think about all those things that we don't know, just haven't got a clue about, like it's very difficult. I can't imagine it. Like if you're already getting your face shat on through a hammock for a laugh because you're bored in your compound with your fucking like private militia and your fucking stacks of automatic weaponry and like fucking just for no reason other than you can have it, like what are you fucking keeping secret? Like, because if someone could get that information, I'm not sure you could put it on YouTube. I'm not sure you could do a documentary about it. But Scary as 61st style, you could make a film about it. Like, this is the importance of flipping cinema and fucking independent cinema and fucking self-funding and fucking like crowdfunding and being able to operate outside of a corporate system that's trying to fucking stick rules on you and regulations.
I've got no strings, so I have fun. I'm not tied down to anyone. I've got no strings, so I am free. They've got no strings on me.
Bo! Yeah, I mean, this is it, man. Like, it's because, I mean, obviously films are, like, much more expensive to make than records, but it's like...
Same principle, though.
Yeah,
it's better to answer to nobody except for yourself, and then nobody is able to stifle your creative vision.
This is it, man. Like, this is it, man. The more external money you're accepting, the more people you're beholden to, and like eventually you're just working a job, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's and like technology's enabled us to be independent artists, like.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like, I think the technology freezes in a sense. We don't have to buy massive fucking camera rigs to do film anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like you could shoot a film on your phone.
Yeah,
you potentially. I mean, obviously, it would take a long time if you were going to do that. But like, you see the way that the AI's working when you get these 3 or 4 camera piece ones. You know what I mean? It's fucking insanity.
It's insane how far AI's come. Like, I mean, like we were talking about earlier about how like certain skills have been lost, but it's amazing like how AI's just like taking the hard work out of things like vocal processing, flipping isotopes, flipping nectar.
It's brilliant, mate. It's fucking amazing. I use Ozone to master.
Yeah, and then flipping if you got if you got nectar and ozone, they fucking speak to each other and all to like to just make things. Yeah, fucking nectar's great for vocal processing. Like that.
Really?
That's what I used for my single. Like
I drink Red Bull and stress myself out until it's right.
Sit
there shouting at the EQ, chain smoking. Like,
this is it. You just press vocal assistant and you just fucking like. You just turn the aggressiveness dial, and then press the button, and then it does it, and it like does actually sit on the track. Nice. Oh, really? It's fucking wild, like, but through fucking just analyzing waveforms and like converting these like abstract ideas in our head that come out in the form of bars. We're expressing things through punchlines and wordplay and creating imagery that then forms a fucking waveform, and this waveform can be analyzed mathematically to work with it.
You're turning. It's not just a bar.
We're going fucking full Joe Rogan here, man. Fucking just as well. I don't have any DMT in the studio. Or
I do.
Hey, shout out to the Dead Men Talking, by the way. Big up Rob and Freddie. Nice one on that. Like, have you seen that? Have you seen that podcast, Dead Men Talking?
Nah, man. I'll check for it though.
I thought you were going nuts, then, bro. I thought you lost it in speaking to people because you took DMT. Now you're on my vibe. Hello, bro.
Man, yes.
You're good, yeah.
Get on that podcast, Dead Men Talking. Like one of the guys who runs it, Rob Mulholland. He also does the Damn Daniel podcast, which is like we're in Damn Daniel Studios. They got their chameleon logo on the wall there.
Big up chameleon logo.
And like Dead Men Talking's their like kind of strictly offensiveness pod.
Oh, okay. I like offense.
And they've got a separate Discord server because they can't show the videos they watch in it because it's just about like trying to gross each other out with like videos sent to a WhatsApp thing. Yeah. It's fucking wild. It's fucking right up. It's fucking right up your strike. Like, Dead Men Talking pod. Check it out, man. Yeah, and check out Damn Daniel and all, man. I wouldn't be doing my job if I wouldn't shout out that. But for you, I reckon you're a DMT guy.
I think I'd win that group. I think I'd win that. The old group you're on about, of course, people. I'd win that.
Yeah, you should go on the
Trapskipper in there, man. I'll win. If there's money involved, I'll win. I'll eat your asshole. It's okay, bro. False claim.
Yeah, it does get.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it does get pretty wild in there, man. Flipping. We'll have to get you in the Discord server. We'll have to get you in the Discord server. I think they've got like the Discord servers for patrons, but you're allowed to go in for free. But if you go in for free, you've got to go in the poverty pen, where you've got to post a picture of yourself so everyone can abuse you for a bit, and then you're allowed to use the Discord.
Fucking Traps used to get abused anyway, mate. I love that.
He does, like, we were just talking about this earlier, like, hang on, are we getting a warning on the...
Oh,
shit. You fucking stay on, boy.
If we say the wrong thing...
Hang on.
Ronnie Pickering will fuck you up.
I'm Ronnie Pickering!
Fucking still on, boy. Right. He fucking saw it all.
Standby. Has it been recording?
It just flicked on to standby. It was recorded earlier, like fucking...
Oh, shit.
Oh,
we got the sound.
I think we might have like something happened with the camera. Then I think we might have lost a little bit of. I think we might have lost a little bit of the visuals, but we still got the audio recorded. So hopefully I'll patch this over. No one watch the fucking YouTube anyway. Please watch the YouTube. Please just give me a view. I need the numbers, man. I need the view. I know you're out here checking the audio channel.
We'll even give you a fucking video if you want. A little track if you want.
If you're not listening to the thing and you need to come to the YouTube,
your mum's a slag.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send Trapskipper to your house dressed up as a woman.
Well, come on, it could be more fucking.
It's gonna happen, mate.
Intimidating.
Well, the wheels weren't altogether on for the start of things, but I think they're well and truly falling off now. So
yes.
So at this point, I reckon we could call that a pod. Anyway, Trapskipper, flipping Phorecite, thank you for coming
Thanks
down.
Thanks for having us on, my man. Big up. Say.
Deaf and Doom, the prequel. When's that dropping?
3rd of June, man.
And you're up in fucking, you had that gig. When's that gig happening?
3rd of June, man, in Colwyn Bay at the Pavilion.
Okay, safe, man. That's brilliant. I'm Kinell, and this is Sinister Cinema. Safe.
Big up.
Oh, cushy.
Nice one.